What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, today's video we're going to be jumping into a great discussion about the newest legendary brawler coming to this game, Leon. I want to talk about how he's going to impact the meta moving forward, whether or not I think he's going to be balanced, overpowered, or underpowered. We're going to be talking briefly about his stats because I know other YouTubers have already touched on them, but I want to do that just to give some context to what we're going to be talking about later in the video about different game modes that I think he's going to be exceptional in. And then based on how I think he's going to be performing on the game modes that we mentioned in today's video, I'm going to be giving him a rank on a scale of 1 to 10 where he's going to be fitting in this meta, whether he's going to be broken or underwhelming. And then at the very end of the video, I want to go over my legendary drop rates because I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it, and to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek as to what's to come in future videos when we're actually hunting for that Leon. As you guys know, I've had a maxed account for a very long time, so my legendary drop rates are quite a bit higher than normal. Also guys, those sneak peeks are about to come very soon. Can't wait to get my hands on the dev build so I can show you guys all the amazing new content to come before the update actually drops. So make sure to subscribe down below if you guys want to see all the information about the update. We'll be getting Leon, having fun in the new update. So with that being said, everyone, hope you guys are all pumped up for the video today. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Alright guys, so first I want to talk a little bit about Leon's stats very briefly, just because it's going to be great to understand where Leon is going to fit in the meta, how you are going to want to play him, as well as what game modes he's going to be insanely good on. So first, let's start off with his attack. So as you all know, he's basically the complete opposite of Piper, so if you get close to a brawler, you're going to do more damage, and the further away you get, you do really minimal damage, to the point where it's almost laughable. He only does 208 damage at his farthest distance, which is only going to tickle even the weakest of brawlers in the game like Rico or Barley. Now at his closest distance, he's going to be doing 637 damage per individual shot, and he shoots off 4 consecutive shots with every single basic attack, so that is enough to 3-shot every single brawler in the game except the higher health brawlers like Frank and El Primo. Now based on the fact that Leon does insane amounts of damage the closer you get to individual brawlers, we can assume that the Brawl Stars dev team designed this brawler to be more revolving around an aggro role, one where you want to play more aggressive around the enemy team spawn, try to get in the enemy team spawn and disrupt things. And I feel like another thing that really gives credence to that statement is it's the complete opposite of Piper. How do you play Piper? More passive, reserved, trying to aim out shots that where you're going to hit someone that's going to count and deal the most amount of damage from a distance. So Leon is the complete opposite. You're going to want to dish out the most amount of damage as close as possible getting to the other brawlers. Now let's get into Leon's health. So he has 4,480 health at maximum level, which is pretty dang good. It's not the lowest in the game, but it's definitely not the highest. It's just enough to be able to play pretty comfortably in the enemy team spawn, taking shots every now and again, getting in close, dealing off your damage while taking some damage from the enemy team, and then getting away. Next is Leon's super, invisibility. Now I think this is the by far most pivotal part of his character. I think it's going to be the thing that allows him to be a little bit more aggressive. It's going to allow him to get into positions to carry out certain objectives on the map, and I think you really can't underplay an invisibility mechanic. I feel like it's a very broken element when introduced into Brawl Stars. I feel like I've been flirting around with the idea of an invisibility mechanic for the longest time, but I've always been very afraid that it might be a little bit too overpowered. So we'll have to see how Leon's invisibility is going to play out with the rest of the brawlers in the meta. Also, things to keep in mind about the super is once it's activated, you're going to be invisible. However, if you take damage, you'll be seen for a split second. I'm assuming it's going to be much like if you're in the bushes, someone hits you, you're seen, but then you'll go back away, getting hidden again in the bushes. Also, if you attack, your invisibility will be canceled out. Now, to wrap up his stats, I also want to speculate his star power. Granted, during the gameplay, we saw a maxed out Leon, and we didn't see anything out of the ordinary, something that we could just point at and be like, that's his star power. For example, something like Tara, where you know that shadow shouldn't be there. That's her star power. So I'm assuming the star power we already were seeing in the gameplay, and I think if I had to make a bet on it, if I were a betting man, I would guess that he gets a speed increase when he uses his super. As you guys could see, he relatively has pretty dang fast movement speed as is. I think it's comparable to Crow or Mortis's, but when he activates his super in the gameplay, he goes insanely fast. He flies around the map, so I think he gets an even faster speed increase increase than even Mortis or Crow. So I think down to it, I think Leon's going to be the fastest brawler in the game, if indeed his star power is that speed increase, because guys, he was moving much faster than any other brawler in the game with his super activated. Alrighty guys, so now that we very briefly went over Leon's stats, I'd like to cover what type of role he's going to fulfill in the meta other than just another aggro brawler. As you guys know, he has very unique mechanics that I feel like are going to translate very well in his favor on specific game modes. And you all know one of the absolute main determining factors for me when I'm trying to distinguish who are the best brawlers in the game right now is their viability on multiple different game modes. Of course, you can bring in any brawler into any game mode, but if they're not performing very well in the best team comps, then they're not that crazy good. The best example I can give you is taking a look at the two best brawlers in the game right now, Spike and Penny. The reason they're so good is because they have playability on multiple different game modes, I would say every single game mode in the game, and they play well. They are on the best team comps that you can bring into those game modes, so that's why they're super good. Now the main question is, does Leon fit that budget? We need to take a look at every single game mode to see what type of role he can fulfill. Will he have a spot in the best team comps? And that's how we're going to know if he's going to be OP in this meta moving forward. So what type of brawler is Leon going to be moving forward in this meta based on his abilities that we've seen so far? So I believe he fits into a very specific subsect of brawlers that we have currently in Brawl Stars, known as somewhat of the assassin type brawlers. Brawlers that fit into this budget are like Tara, Mortis, and Crow. Now I feel like these brawlers are very opportunistic brawlers, ones who are very good at carrying out objectives. One caveat I would say is Tara. Tara is really good at control as well. However, she's really good at pivotal moments. So is Crow and Mortis, where if you need something to happen, it might be down to a last second. Say on gem grab, Mortis might be playing really bad the entire game, but he can pull through once it's towards the end of the game when the gem carry has like 10 gems. Take him out, grab the gems, and walk away. Same with Crow. He can jump in with his super, take out someone really important, somewhat disrupting the enemy team's control on the board. So in my opinion, I feel like Leon is perfect in this category. Now I don't think Leon is going to be absolutely amazing at lane control in like that traditional setting where you're dishing out as much damage as possible or firing away as much shots as possible so that the person in your lane is under control. Brawlers that can do that very well are like Rico or Brock or like Penny. I feel like Leon isn't going to be good at this because of his caveat with his attack. The further away you are, the less amount of damage you're going to be doing. So he's going to be mounting his aggression basically by his presence on the map, trying to get in close enough so that he can dish out a good amount of damage to the brawler that's in his lane. Now what it reminds me of is the tankier units, where you can mount your aggression just by your presence on where you are on the map. A Primo can push back an entire team just by rushing forward. He might die very quickly, but that can give your team enough time to gain control on the position where you want to be on the map. So I feel like Leon could be pretty good at that, and it is still another form of control, but I feel like it's just not as reliable. The closer you are to the enemy team spawn, the more that they're going to target you, the more times you're going to die, the more time you're going to waste by going back and respawning and then going back to your lane. And granted, Leon doesn't have as much health as Frank or Primo, who are very good at mounting their control by just having a presence on the map. So either you're going to have to be really good at dodging shots or using a certain mechanic like his invisibility in order to get away or something like that. So the game modes I think Leon is going to be pretty dang good on are game modes like Gem Grab, Heist, and Bounty. So on Gem Grab, he's able to take out the brawlers that are really important to take out. So maybe the gem carry has like 5 gems, use your super to approach, take that brawler out. Maybe you'll have your super again, pick up the gems, and use your super to get away. On Heist, it's a very objective-based map. Use your super to sneak past everyone to get to the safe and dish out a bunch of damage. Unloading 3 shots is somewhere up in the 8,000 damage range. So that's a lot of damage to the enemy safe. So I think he's going to be pretty dang good on Heist, and then as well on Bounty, being able to target the brawlers that have a really high bounty. Maybe you have 3 bounty chips and you're targeting a 5 bounty brawler. Taking that brawler out with your risk of potentially dying is far more worth it because you're gaining 2 bounty chips on the enemy team. On Showdown, I think he's going to be pretty good as well. He's able to open up those boxes really quickly, getting to a pretty dang good power cube advantage, as well as he has pretty dang good movement speed. As you see with the brawlers like Mortis and Crow, they can stay alive for a large majority of the match just by running away, so you can always take that approach with Leon as well. Now the only game mode that I don't think Leon is going to be that incredibly good on is Brawl Ball, just because the whole entire game is seeing who can have the most control on the map, seeing if you can kill another opponent, so it's 2v3, so that you can push ever so closer to the goal and eventually score the goal, or use your super to create an opening for the ball scorer to score the goal. And I don't think Leon can do that very well, only if he like uses his super to sneak up on a brawler, take that brawler out, and then that could create an opening for your ball score, but I don't think he's going to be that incredibly good on it. So if I had to rank Leon on a scale of 1 to 10 on how good I think he's going to be in the meta, personally, I'm going to give him a solid 7. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking that he might be a little underwhelming with that caveat, like we mentioned before with his attack. The further away you are, the less amount of damage you're going to do, and it's pretty significant. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage at a longer range, so I feel like that's kind of the downside to him. However, I think he's going to be really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing a mechanic like invisibility in the game. I think it's going to be really fun to see team comps revolving around him and things like that. So I'm giving him a 7. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you guys think he's going to be even better? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, so at the very end of the video here, I'd like to show you all my legendary drop rates, because as soon as Leo is released, we're going to be burning through some brawl boxes to get that sucker. As you can see, I have 788 brawl boxes, 18 big brawl boxes, and then my league rewards, I have a bunch of stuff starting at 9,000 trophies, so power points, gold, brawl boxes, and mega brawl boxes. So guys, be on the lookout for that video. I cannot wait to get Leo. He's going to be so much fun. But guys, without any further ado, let's get into the legendary drop rate. So I'm sitting at 0.2592, which may not seem like a lot, but I don't think it's ever going to be that much higher. Let me know if you have a rate higher than this, because I literally have been opening up brawl boxes with just coins ever since the landscape update where they changed the whole interface and stuff like that. So I've only been opening up brawl boxes with coins in them. So my legendary drop rate should be pretty dang high. But guys, I'm super excited for Leo. I cannot wait to start ripping through these brawl boxes. They've been tormenting me for this long. I've been staring at all those brawl boxes, nothing to do with them for the longest time, so I cannot wait to start getting into them. So guys, hopefully you all enjoyed the video, my perspective on Leo. I think he's going to be pretty dang OP in the meta. Let me know what you guys think about him. That'd be freaking awesome. So yeah guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it. Also be on the lookout for those OP sneak peeks. I cannot wait for those to come rolling in as well. So guys, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.